More than once, I've heard my father say that he is not an ambitious man. I remember the first time I heard him say it, it completely flipped my senses inside out. I couldn't understand how he would say such a thing, as if to say being ambitious in and of itself was a bad thing. I mean, I'm ambitious. I've been ambitious for as long as I can remember. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be ambitious for the rest of my life. I think that I will always reach for the next rung in whatever success ladder I am climbing. The second time I heard him say it, it ticked me off as well. But a few weeks ago, I was going through the slides for a talk that I gave sometime last year, and something that I wrote in it struck me. It said, finding the balance between the curse of insatiability and the blessing of contentment. And all of a sudden, I had a bit of a eureka moment. You see, that is what my father meant. He may not have used the most silver-tongued choice of words to say it, but then that's what he meant. He had figured it out. He had figured out how to be completely content in the present while not feeling bogged down by the anxiety of insatiable ambition. He had learned that balance. It made sense to me because all my life I had known him to be that man who did what he could, took what he got, and enjoyed every bit of it. So, inspired by him, I've come up with these 5 ways that I think we can cultivate that balance in our lifestyle, that balance that helps us manage the ambition to do big things and the contentment of enjoying the present life that we live. Especially for those of us who are in our early to mid 30s, I think when you think about the saying, a fool at 40 is a fool for life, it just, ticks you in the head and goes like, yeah, I don't want to be a fool. I don't want to be running around at 40 not having figured things out. So my name is Tobe. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And these are the 5 things that I think can help us cultivate a balance between contentment and ambition. Number 1, do what you have to do now. I think that all of us have the fundamental knowledge as to what we need to do right now, like what's important right now. For instance, you have a job, then show up at the job and do your job. Or you've got clothes to wash, get laundry done. You take a loan from a person, pay them back. The thing with doing the things that need to get done and, just getting them done when they need to be done is that you start to enjoy the beauty and the value of those things in the present time. For instance, if you do show up for work, you're going to have a rewarding day. Chances are that you might get a bonus at the end of the year as well. That's really good. If you do your laundry, you're going to have clean clothes for the rest of the week. That's great. If you pay back a loan that you took from a person, you get to keep your reputation and integrity intact. You get to enjoy the beauty and the value of the things that you do get done. Number 2, remember that happiness is a choice, and it's a choice that you do not have to tie to anything at all. Yes, you will be excited and happy and you'll feel good when you achieve things that you set goals for. It's a beautiful feeling, but you don't need to tie your happiness to that beautiful feeling, because what if you never get the things that you want? If you decide beforehand that regardless of how things play out, you're going to be happy, what could happen is that you would either be happy or you would at least be not upset. Say, for instance, you tell yourself, if XYZ happens, I'm going to be really upset. Chances are that if XYZ happens, as a matter of fact, when XYZ happens, because the things that we fear the most are the things that typically happen to us, right? So when XYZ happens, you will be upset. And it's simply because you have predisposed yourself to being upset. But then if you have already predetermined and predecided to be happy, chances are that regardless of whether XYZ happens or not, you will be in more control of your emotions, right? Now that brings us to number 3, which is use your words. Say the things that you want to say. Of course, it's a good idea to figure out the best place and time to say them, and also figure out the right choice of words to communicate what you want to say, but say them. Keeping the things that you want to say deep inside your heart creates a situation where you are constantly replaying past events in your head, trying to figure out all of the ways it could have played out, all of the ways you could have addressed the situation. That in and of itself is not a bad thing, because you want to be able to assess past situations, but you don't want to dwell on them. It also creates a situation where you are living in the future. You're creating pictures of a future that most times don't even happen. You're thinking of addressing a confrontation in the future without living in the present and enjoying the beauty of the present moment in which you exist. So use your words wisely in the present. Number 4, make basic plans and execute them. Don't spend a lot of time planning and talking and dreaming. Do stuff. Just do stuff. Get in the habit of doing stuff and doing stuff quickly. What that does for you is that you'll fail. You'll fail quickly. As you fail, you will learn how to not dwell. And since you're not dwelling, you're going to learn how to fail, pick yourself up, dust yourself up, and keep it moving. The more you do that, the more familiar you are with doing that, the more comfortable you get with doing that, the more you build that skill. You're going to fail quickly, fail fast, and the more you fail, the sooner you fail, the quicker you can actually achieve success. The beauty of failing is that it builds a muscle in you that helps you become resilient. If you're going to survive this world and this life, resilience is something that you need. And finally, number 5, take what you get and paint it in bright lights. No matter what life throws at you, life throws something at you. So take it. Take what you get and own it. Make the most of it. Own your story. Own your success. Own your flaws. Own your shame, your pain, your joys, your highs, your lows, everything. Own it. Owning your story is such a beautiful thing because you can do so much with it. You could write a book, you could start a YouTube channel, you could become a motivational speaker, you could help someone else heal, you could attract the love of your life. Like, there's so much power and confidence from owning your own story. That you get thrown something in life means that you're living. It means you're not just standing there on the sidelines of life, and that in itself is something to be celebrated. So there you have it, 5 ideas to help you, me, all of us, figure out this thing about living a balanced life, being content in the here and now, and making all of our ambitious plans for the future, and just working through things one day at a time and taking it as we see it and making the most of what we get in life. I think that these will work. I'm going to try to implement them in my life. Are you going to try? Well, let me know if you think that these are good ideas and if you think that they'll work, and if you think that they won't, I want to know as well. And what are your own thoughts and ideas for creating a balanced life for yourself? Let me know. Use the hashtag #the5things and I will find you. Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at @IamTobeNeji. Please do not forget to comment down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will see you next week on the next video. Until then, be safe and be balanced. Enjoy life.